Ladies and gentlemen, we all seek perfection. We dream of a world where everything falls into place effortlessly, where every decision is the right one, every challenge met with ease, and every moment filled with harmony. It's an ideal, isn't it? A world where things are flawless, where we feel content, and all seems well. Perfection often seems like the ultimate goal, a place where everything is right, every move is flawless, and every outcome is certain. Yet what we fail to realize is that perfection, far from being an ideal destination, can actually hinder our progress. It is the pursuit of an unattainable standard that can leave us paralyzed, unable to move forward, afraid of mistakes, and unwilling to take risks. Progress thrives in imperfection, because it is within those gaps and flaws that we find the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to discover new possibilities. When we focus solely on perfection, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Life is not designed to be a straight path of success without obstacles. It is messy, unpredictable, and full of moments where things don't go as planned. These moments are not failures, they are opportunities. They force us to adapt, to rethink our strategies, and to develop resilience. A world without challenges would be stagnant, because it is the struggle that moves us forward. Without imperfection, there would be no need to innovate, no reason to change, and no chance to improve. Perfectionism often leads to procrastination and fear. When we are obsessed with getting everything exactly right, we hesitate to take the first step. We delay our actions, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, or the perfect skills. But progress doesn't come from waiting, it comes from doing. It comes from stepping out, making mistakes, and learning from them. Those who achieve greatness understand that it's better to start imperfectly than to wait for perfection that may never come. Furthermore, perfection can limit creativity. When we are overly focused on avoiding mistakes, we stifle our ability to think freely and explore new ideas. Creativity thrives in an environment where risks are taken, where boundaries are pushed, and where the fear of failure is overcome. Some of the greatest discoveries and inventions in history have come from unexpected results, from experiments that didn't go as planned. If those individuals had been fixated on perfection, they might never have made those breakthroughs. Another way perfection hinders progress is by creating a fear of criticism. In striving for a perfect image, we often become overly concerned with how others perceive us. This fear can prevent us from being authentic and vulnerable, key components of true growth. Vulnerability allows us to connect with others, share our experiences, and learn from different perspectives. When we let go of the need to appear perfect, we open ourselves up to a wealth of opportunities for personal and professional development. Finally, perfection is often an illusion. What looks perfect to one person may not be perfect to another. By chasing something that is subjective and ever-changing, we exhaust ourselves in a fruitless pursuit. Progress, on the other hand, is measurable. It is real. It is the small, consistent steps we take each day to become better versions of ourselves. When we embrace imperfection, we unlock our potential and create space for growth. Life is a journey filled with twists, turns, highs, and lows. Often we find ourselves longing for the destination, yearning for the day when all the challenges will fade and everything will fall into place. But what if the real treasure lies not in the destination, but in the process? Every step we take, every trial we endure, and every moment of uncertainty we face carries a purpose. It shapes us, molds us, and prepares us for the greater things ahead. The process is not just a series of meaningless events, it is a divine design. Each experience, whether joyful or painful, is a thread woven into the fabric of our lives. Without the process, we would lack the depth and strength required to handle the weight of our purpose. It is in the process that we learn patience, discipline, and perseverance. These qualities are not handed to us, they are forged in the fires of adversity, where we are tested and refined. When we embrace the process, we begin to see the lessons hidden within it. Challenges teach us resilience, failures teach us humility, and waiting teaches us faith. The process is often uncomfortable, but discomfort is where growth occurs. It pushes us beyond our limits, forcing us to confront our fears, doubts, and insecurities. It is in those moments of discomfort that we discover our true strength and potential. The process also teaches us gratitude. When we work for something, when we struggle and sacrifice for it, we value it more deeply. The easy victories may bring temporary satisfaction, but it is the hard-fought battles that leave a lasting impact. The process reminds us not to take anything for granted. It encourages us to appreciate the small wins, the incremental progress, and the journey itself. Moreover, the process connects us with others. We are not meant to walk this journey alone. Along the way, we encounter people who challenge us, support us, and inspire us. These connections are often formed in the shared struggles and triumphs of the process. They remind us of the power of community and the importance of lifting each other up as we navigate life's challenges. The beauty of the process is that it prepares us for the responsibility that comes with our purpose. If we were to skip the process and go straight to the promise, we would not be ready to handle it. The process equips us with the skills, wisdom, and maturity needed to sustain the blessings we seek. It ensures that we don't just reach our goals, but that we thrive when we get there. The process is not always easy, but it is always necessary. It is through the process that we uncover our purpose and grow into the person we are meant to be. When we trust the process, we learn to find meaning in the journey, not just the destination. Each step, no matter how challenging, brings us closer to the fulfillment of our potential. Failure is often viewed as the end of the road, a mark of defeat, or a sign that we are incapable of achieving our goals. Yet failure holds within it a power that many fail to recognize. It is not the opposite of success, but rather an integral part of it. Failure is the seed from which growth, innovation, and wisdom sprout. Without it, we would never know the true depth of our potential, nor would we experience the full range of lessons that life has to offer. When we fail, we are given the opportunity to reflect. We are forced to examine what went wrong, why it happened, and how we can do better next time. It is this self-reflection that sharpens our skills and deepens our understanding. Failure pushes us to think differently, to analyze our approach, and to reconsider our strategies. In doing so, we become more adaptable and resourceful, equipped with the knowledge necessary to succeed in the future. Far from being a setback, failure is a teacher. It humbles us, but it also empowers us with the wisdom we need to navigate life more effectively. One of the greatest powers of failure is that it cultivates resilience. When we face failure, it may sting, it may bruise our confidence, and it may leave us feeling discouraged. But it is in these moments of vulnerability that we learn to stand up again. We learn that failure does not define us, it is simply a moment in time, a temporary setback. The true measure of our strength is not in how many times we succeed, but in how we rise after falling. Each time we fail and choose to move forward, we grow stronger. Resilience is not born in the comfort of success, but in the struggle to overcome failure. Failure also encourages innovation. When something doesn't work as planned, we are forced to come up with new ideas, new solutions, and new ways of thinking. Failure breaks down old paradigms and challenges the status quo, creating space for creativity and invention. It is often said that necessity is the mother of invention, but necessity is born out of failure. The most groundbreaking inventions, discoveries, and solutions in history have come from those who dared to fail and tried again in a new direction. It is the very essence of failure that sparks the drive to improve, to innovate, and to keep pushing forward. Moreover, failure teaches humility. Success can easily lead to arrogance, but failure has a way of keeping us grounded. It reminds us that we are not infallible, that no one is immune to setbacks. It is a humbling experience that strips away any sense of entitlement and opens our eyes to the reality that success is a process, not a guarantee. Through failure, we come to appreciate the value of hard work, perseverance, and the grace to learn from our mistakes. Failure also builds character. It shapes our values, our integrity, and our sense of purpose. Those who face failure and choose to persist do so with a sense of commitment to something greater than themselves. It is in the face of adversity that our true character emerges. Failure teaches us patience, discipline, and the importance of maintaining our integrity even when things aren't going our way. It is through these experiences that we develop the qualities that allow us to achieve lasting success, not just in our goals, but in our lives. In truth, failure is not something to fear or avoid. It is an essential part of the journey, one that shapes our growth and prepares us for the heights we are destined to reach. Embracing failure means embracing the process of becoming the best version of ourselves. It is not the end, but a powerful beginning. In a world that often values comfort, convenience, and instant gratification, it's easy to overlook the deeper and more significant aspects of life, namely character. We live in a culture that prizes ease, where success seems to be measured by how quickly we can reach the top without encountering too many struggles. Yet true growth, lasting success, and fulfillment come not from the pursuit of comfort, but from the development of character. When we choose character over comfort, we choose a path that may be more difficult, but ultimately more rewarding. Comfort often comes with a price. It promises temporary relief, but it does not build the foundation necessary for long-term success or personal growth. Comfort keeps us in our familiar, safe zones where nothing changes, nothing challenges us, and nothing forces us to stretch beyond what we already know. In those safe spaces we may feel at ease, but we are not evolving. Character, on the other hand, is built in the uncomfortable spaces, the places where we are tested, pushed to our limits, and required to make difficult choices. It's in these moments of discomfort that we discover who we truly are, what we are made of, and what we are capable of achieving. Choosing character over comfort means embracing challenges, adversity, and growth. It requires us to confront our fears, push past our doubts, and face the obstacles that stand in our way. These struggles are not only inevitable, they are necessary. Without them, we would never learn the lessons that shape us into the people we are meant to be. Through challenges, we gain resilience, patience, and strength. We develop the courage to stand firm in our beliefs and the wisdom to navigate the complexities of life. These are the qualities that define true success, not the fleeting rewards that come with ease. Comfort often leads us to make shortcuts, to seek the easy way out. But shortcuts do not build lasting results. They offer temporary satisfaction, but leave us unprepared for the next challenge. When we opt for character, we are committing to the long game. We are willing to put in the hard work, the sacrifices, and the perseverance required to achieve meaningful success. The road may be longer, and it may require more effort, but the rewards are greater. Our integrity remains intact, our sense of purpose deepens, and we build a foundation that can withstand the tests of time. Furthermore, choosing character over comfort is an act of discipline. It is about making decisions that align with our values, even when it's inconvenient or difficult. It means doing what is right, even when no one is watching. Comfort often leads us to compromise our values for temporary pleasure or convenience. But character demands that we hold fast to our principles, even when the easy way seems more appealing. This kind of discipline strengthens our character and ensures that our success is built on a solid foundation of integrity and honor. In addition, when we prioritize character over comfort, we are preparing ourselves to lead with authenticity. True leadership is not about comfort, power, or position. It's about influence, integrity, and the ability to inspire others to rise above their circumstances. The leaders who choose character over comfort are those who lead by example, who are unafraid to make tough decisions, and who are willing to face adversity head-on. They understand that the journey toward true leadership requires sacrifice, humility, and a commitment to the greater good, not just personal gain. In the end, comfort may provide temporary pleasure, but it is character that leads to lasting fulfillment. It is character that gives us the strength to face challenges, the wisdom to make difficult decisions, and the integrity to remain true to ourselves. Choosing character over comfort is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It is the choice that leads to lasting transformation and a life that is rich in purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. Wisdom is not something that can be simply learned from books or taught in a classroom. It is forged in the fires of experience. It is shaped by the moments we live through, the choices we make, and the lessons we learn from our triumphs, and more importantly, our mistakes. Experience has the power to mold us, to refine our character, and to open our eyes to the deeper truths of life. Without experience, wisdom remains a mere theory, a concept that lacks the depth and richness that comes from lived moments. Through experience, we gain the ability to see beyond surface-level appearances. It teaches us to recognize patterns, to understand people's motivations, and to anticipate outcomes. While knowledge might provide us with the facts, it is experience that teaches us how to apply that knowledge in real-life situations. We learn how to navigate the complexities of life, understanding that not everything is black and white. Experience shows us the shades of grey, the nuances, the subtle forces at play that textbooks and theories cannot fully capture. Wisdom is the ability to discern what is true, even when it is not immediately obvious, and experience is the lens through which we gain that clarity. Experience also teaches us the value of patience and timing. In the heat of the moment, it is easy to become impulsive or reactive, but experience helps us understand the importance of waiting, of taking a step back, and of carefully considering our actions before we proceed. It is through experience that we learn the art of timing the right words at the right time, the right action at the right moment. We come to realize that some things cannot be rushed, they must unfold at their own pace. In a world that demands instant results, experience helps us recognize that true growth and success require patience, persistence, and a willingness to allow things to develop in their own time. Through experience, we also come to understand the depth of our own emotions. It is through living life fully the joy, the pain, the heartache, and the triumph that we develop emotional intelligence. We learn to navigate our own feelings, to regulate our emotions, and to empathize with others. We realize that our emotions are not to be feared, but understood. With experience, we learn that our feelings, while powerful, are temporary, and that we have the power to choose how we respond to them. This wisdom allows us to build healthier relationships, make better decisions, and approach life with a sense of balance and composure. One of the most profound lessons that experience teaches us is humility. The more we experience, the more we realize how much we do not know. Wisdom grows as we learn to acknowledge our limitations and embrace the fact that we are constantly learning. Experience humbles us because it reveals our vulnerabilities, our mistakes, and our imperfections. It teaches us that failure is not the end, but a valuable part of the process. Those who have lived through challenges, setbacks, and hardships often develop a deep sense of humility because they have seen firsthand that success does not come without struggle, and that no one is immune to the ups and downs of life. Lastly, experience shows us that wisdom is not just about accumulating knowledge, but about learning to live in harmony with the world around us. It teaches us to value relationships, to prioritize what truly matters, and to appreciate the fleeting moments of life. Through experience, we come to understand that life is not just about achieving goals, but about the journey, the people we meet along the way, and the growth we experience as we face each new chapter. Experience, in all its forms, whether good or bad, easy or hard, provides us with the wisdom to live with purpose, understanding, and clarity. It is through experience that we transform knowledge into wisdom, and it is this wisdom that guides us through life's challenges, helps us make better decisions, and ultimately leads to a deeper, more meaningful existence. In a world that constantly pushes for completion, perfection, and the finished product, there is profound beauty in embracing the unfinished. We often find ourselves striving for closure, for the moment when everything finally comes together, when we can say, it's done. But life is not a neat, packaged ending. It is a journey of continuous growth, evolution, and transformation. When we accept the unfinished nature of our lives, we free ourselves from the pressure to have everything figured out, and instead allow ourselves to grow organically, to evolve with grace and patience. To embrace the unfinished is to recognize that we are all in the process of becoming. We are not static beings, nor should we ever expect to be. Each experience, each challenge, and each change we face adds a new layer to our character, refining us and shaping who we are meant to be. We are never truly finished because life is a series of evolving chapters. Our goals may shift, our values may change, and our paths may twist and turn in unexpected directions. Rather than feeling frustrated by the lack of completion, we can choose to find peace in the journey itself. The unfinished parts of our lives are not failures, they are simply a testament to the dynamic nature of our existence. When we embrace the unfinished, we learn to live in the present moment. It's easy to become consumed by the idea of a future success or a future version of ourselves that is more complete or perfect. Yet in doing so, we miss the beauty of the current moment. The present is all we truly have. In the process of becoming, we can find joy in the small victories, in the lessons learned, and in the experiences that shape us each day. By releasing the need for everything to be complete, we can fully engage with life as it is right now, rather than waiting for some distant future where everything falls into place. The unfinished also teaches us humility. It reminds us that we are not in control of everything, and that life often unfolds in unexpected ways. Our plans, our dreams, and our ambitions may not always come to fruition in the way we envision them. There will always be obstacles, uncertainties, and times when we fall short of our expectations. Embracing the unfinished means accepting that life does not always have clear-cut answers or timelines. It is a journey that requires flexibility, patience, and resilience. Through these challenges, we learn humility and gratitude for the process itself, knowing that the destination is not the only measure of success. In addition, embracing the unfinished allows us to take risks and pursue new opportunities. When we are not bound by the need to have everything perfect or complete, we become more willing to step into the unknown, to try new things, and to embrace uncertainty. The fear of failure often comes from the desire for perfection. But when we let go of the idea that everything needs to be finished, we free ourselves to explore, experiment, and grow. It is in the unfinished projects, the attempts that may not turn out as planned, that we find our true potential. Each unfinished step is a learning experience that adds to the richness of our journey. Moreover, the unfinished nature of life allows us to develop deeper empathy and compassion for others. We all have struggles, setbacks, and unfinished dreams. When we recognize that no one is ever truly finished, we are more likely to extend grace to ourselves and others. We learn to appreciate the shared human experience of imperfection, and we connect more authentically with those around us. The unfinished allows us to be kinder to ourselves, to acknowledge that we are all works in progress, deserving of support and understanding along the way. The idea of embracing the unfinished is a radical shift from a culture that prizes completion and perfection. But when we allow ourselves to live with the understanding that we are all constantly evolving, we open ourselves to a more fulfilling and authentic way of being. Instead of fixating on the end result, we begin to appreciate the unfolding process, the lessons along the way, and the growth that comes from living in the midst of our journey. The unfinished is not something to fear, but something to celebrate, because it is in the unfinished that we truly live. In embracing the imperfections and unfinished aspects of our lives, we unlock the true potential for growth, wisdom, and transformation. Each failure, challenge, and moment of uncertainty carries purpose and power, shaping our character and guiding us toward the person we are destined to become. It is through the process of facing adversity, learning from our mistakes, and continuing on the journey that we discover not only our strengths, but also the profound beauty of the human experience. By prioritizing character over comfort and recognizing the value of each step, no matter how imperfect, we learn that the destination is not what defines us, it's the growth we experience along the way. When we embrace the unfinished, we step into a life of authenticity, resilience, and endless possibility. This journey of becoming is where true fulfillment lies, for it is in the pursuit, not the perfection, that we find meaning and purpose.